Hello and welcome to the latest Lukozer retro game review video. And for this one it is Zaxxon, which I always thought was originally by either Atari or Bally Midway, but it turns out it's by Sega. So yes, this is a conversion of the Sega arcade game by Synsoft or Synsoft, however you want to fucking pronounce it, and was released in 1984. Now I'm pretty sure everyone knows this game, so let's jump straight in and get a game underway. So this is a diagonal scrolling shoot 'em up, and there aren't exactly a huge number of diagonal scrollers. It's as if this perspective, I don't know, maybe it just didn't seem to be all that popular for some reason. But for the time, it was quite an advanced game. I mean, you had this change of altitude. You also got these bastard homing missiles that keep coming in. I have to get past this energy barrier here. The large sort of like drum things that are on the ground there, they give you extra fuel if you destroy them. You'll notice that there is the fuel bar at the bottom. Anyway, so that's got past that level pretty quickly. Now we're into open space. Now for this area you need to change your altitude rather more. If you got the altitude correct, you'll hear this beep and you'll see a cross appear. You just heard the beep there, and then yeah, the cross will appear, which will tell you that you're lined up properly and you're able to shoot these fucking things. But in all honesty, a lot of the time it's easier to just avoid them, even if it is rather boring. This part does go on for a fair old while, or at least it seems like it. It looks like, yeah, okay, so we got past that bit. So now we return to attacking the ground-based stuff on this next level. So I think this is still level 1, it just has that midway point. But now we have more of these energy beams. But unlike the first level, you can't just fly over it. You have to make sure that you are in line. So you use the firing to judge if you are in line or not. By if the shots go through, then yep, you know you're in the right place. Now for me, it's quite a good go. I'm not doing too badly. That's going to be famous last words. And at the end of the level, which I've now reached, there is the end of level boss, who is a bit of a bastard. And he fires more of these homing missiles, which are a real pain in the arse to destroy. Now a horrible feeling, yeah. We have to go through that part of the level again. Which, yeah, that's one aspect of the game I really don't like. Anyway, let's get on with the review. Graphics wise, it's not too bad. I've certainly seen far worse. I mean, 1984 may have been the year that Impossible Mission came out, but let's face it, you can't expect every game to look like that. And this, you know, considering it is an early game, does look quite good. And as far as shooters go for this time, the idea of being able to adjust your height and that is a feature that wasn't used very often, and it looks quite good. There's no two ways about it, and it works well. And the old diagonal perspective is one that wasn't used all that often. I don't really know why. It looks like you've got to shoot it in a particular place, and I'm hopeless at getting. Oh well, I've got 200 points for it, so it looks like you don't have to actually destroy the garden, just guardian or boss. You just got to last long enough. So when we go to level 2, anyway, so yeah, graphics wise looks fine. Sound wise, it's pretty basic, but it works. It's another of those fucking homing missiles. I managed to avoid that one. Well, in terms of gameplay, it's not too bad. It certainly plays a lot better than any other diagonally scrolling shooter I know. Well, I don't know too many of them. I mean, there's Return of the Jedi, obviously, which is fucking atrocious. The only other arcade game I know that has diagonal scrolling in it is one that I'm going to be doing a review of a conversion of it soon. The arcade original was shit, but the Commodore 64 conversion of it redefined shit. So yeah, I won't give away what game it is, but I think as soon as you see the title in my playlist, you'll know exactly which one it is. Oh Christ, this is starting to fucking kill my fingers. I'm glad I'm using keys rather than joystick. I get the impression that using a joystick would be killing me even more than this already is. So that's all the aspects of it. So how do I rate it? It's pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. It's not awful. Oh, you cunt, that means I've got to do that whole fucking bit again. It's not awful. It's not mind-blowing, that's for sure. But I've seen far, far worse. I have seen better though. So it is a bit bland. It's doesn't have, you know, a huge amount of lastability. It's quite well, yeah, run-of-the-mill stuff. So I would score this game 6 out of 10. The novelty value really comes from the from the diagonal scrolling, from the fact that, you know, it used a perspective that hadn't really been used before at the time. Yeah, it's not a game that will keep you coming back for more. So yeah, I guess it's now just a case of waiting for my last life to be lost. I'm not going to deliberately. Oh fuck it! I'm not. Okay, there is game over. Right, so there you go. That is Zaxxon then for Commodore 64. 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not great. So that brings this video to an end, and we will see you at the next one.